everybody. Welcome to the Jayman Show. My name is Jaiye Bynoe. So good to see you guys here. It's an honor to meet you, my viewers, and so glad you're tuning into my show today. God bless you all. And my guest today is the wonderful singer, Iyadonna. How are you, my sister? Good to see you on the show.
I'm good. Hey, thank you, first of all, for having me. I want to say I really appreciate this platform. I really appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you. I appreciate you, my sister.
Yeah, it means a lot. So shout out to everybody that's a part of this, making this happen for the community. It really means a lot.
Absolutely. I'm so glad to get you on my show because you're such a busy artist. I see you all the time performing, and just making the show happen is a blessing, So
I know, it really is. I'm happy that I'm staying busy. That's the key to it. You don't want to get complacent. So I'm trying to just put my foot in as many pots as I can.
Absolutely.
And stir it up.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so anyway, I want to talk to you about your EP, How High It's, because it's awesome. Can you tell me a little about your project?
Yes, I'm really happy. As far as Higher, I feel like that was something that needed to be said. I needed to get it off my heart. It was one of those projects where it spoke to me. So I really didn't have to do too much thinking on this project. It just flowed so naturally. And I feel like whenever it's natural like that, you're gonna get something that's a complete project. So, I mean, I just had so many features, so many good ideas that came together. It's a really good project.
That's good to hear. So what is your inspiration that came for this project?
I mean, honestly, I think I focused a lot on mental health for this project. I think the songs you're going to hear today even touch on that, and giving positive outlets to people to express themselves. And, I think that would help people with the mental health aspect. So I had some issues last year where I felt like, I had to kind of take a step back and, just kind of get myself back into the groove of doing music for the fun of it and because it's something I enjoy doing. So like I said, went through some stuff last year, and then the album pretty much just wrote itself, which was awesome. So the inspiration was just the issues that I was going through, you know what I mean? And wanting to be at a different place in my life, and also wanting to get those emotions out and express them. Thus, where I got the 808 therapy song from. So that's basically my inspiration, my mental health.
Oh, that's good to hear. So what artists are on this EP? Any famous artists?
Yeah, a lot of vets on the Boston scene. I got Dutch Rebel on there. Shout out to Dutch. She's always such a joy. She killed the verse, so that was easy. We've been doing music for a long time. I really focused on people that are, like I said, vets to me, or people that I've done music with in the past. So shout out to Dutch Rebel. I also have Motivate Marin on there.
Awesome.
Yeah, so he killed it as usual. We've literally been doing music since we were teenagers, so it's like we kind of just fit that together pretty easily. So I definitely wanted him to be a part of the project. He tore it down. Also Pat G.
Oh wow, Pat G.
Pat G's on there too. Cool. Yeah, I mean, we've been working together since about 2010.
Wow.
We were doing some work with Bridge Life Entertainment. We were both under the same umbrella for a little while, so we did a lot of music together. I feel like actually one of my favorite songs that I've ever done. Google this if you can. It's called "I Know What This Is."
Okay.
Produced by Pat G.
Wow.
One of my best works ever out of everything I've ever done. So I had to call Pat. I didn't get him on the producer tip this time, but I got him to spit, some fire verse. Him and Nancia. Nancia was another person that's on there on one of my songs. You got to check out Higher, man. And last but not least, Amanda Shea. She's on one of my joints too. So those are all my features. I got a bunch of dope producers too, Cloud9 Music. Shout out to Axtramentals. He's like, pretty much the person that's been putting my thoughts and my projects together, to help me formulate an actual project, doing all the legwork and all the, the production and stuff. So shout out to him. Shout out to Grant Scales as well. He's a Boston producer that's just been killing it lately. So big shout out to Grant Scales and everybody that's been a part of this project. I really appreciate it.
That's wonderful to hear. I mean, okay. So can you tell me a little about mental health and how it affected you to make these songs?
I think that because of the things that I went through last year, kind of trying times where you find out who's friends and family and who really matters. You know what I mean? When you go through tough times, that's when you really see. When it ain't fun to necessarily be around you, that's when you see who really is there for you. And I went through some stuff that might have not been that fun last year, and I really got to see who was there for me, and being able to express that through music was just a perfect outlet. And I think it's important. I don't know where I would be if I didn't have that outlet. I mean, therapy is always great, and other outlets that I know people have as well, writing, poetry, and what have you. But for me, it's hip hop, it's music, it's writing, it's R&B. those are things that help me to express those emotions. And I think that's why Higher came out so complete, because it was just ready. It was, like I said, it was on my heart. So it was easy. It wrote itself.
I see. So I can see that music has really helped you mental and wisely, you know. So
it really has. I think everybody needs an outlet too. You know what I mean? I think you have this, for example. When you start maybe feeling stressed out, you go in the studio. You can, do a show or write down ideas. I think that's important for everybody to have some sort of outlet. Not saying it has to be music or, in the arts, but whatever it is. Maybe it's, self-expression through another outlet or through your work, or, some people choose dance. There's so many other outlets, but I think it's important to express it somehow and not, leave stuff bottled up. And that's exactly what music has done for me and writing has done for me. You don't always want to be on Facebook with everything. Everybody don't got to know everything.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Sometimes it's good to, this is something that I noticed. You take all the stuff you've written and given out there. You could have written a book. You could have written a memoir book with all the statuses that you got for free giving people. No. Embrace those things that you're feeling. Write them down. And I think that's what, like I said, helped me to write Higher. Because it was just like, it was there, So I think everybody, again, needs an outlet. And that's kind of why I wanted to focus on that today.
That's good to hear. I'm glad you did, my sister. Yeah, definitely. So what is your opinion on the importance of mental health in our community?
I think, and I don't know if you agree, but I think Black people in general tend to shy away from therapy. It's kind of taboo. You know what I mean? People feel like something's wrong with them instead of addressing the issues. So I think it's important to let people know, look, there's nothing wrong here. This is actually, you're normalizing yourself by dealing with the issues. You know what I mean? By not, just shying away from the things that might be uncomfortable. And I think that's a lot of what therapy is and a lot of why people don't like it, because it's uncomfortable. If your therapist is doing the right thing and if you're using therapy properly, it's not going to be exactly, a fun ride. It's not always a trip. But what it is going to do is help you to address the issues. You know what I mean? And it's going to get you to, once you hear things sometimes, it helps you to, it's like a call to action. So I think it's just important to let people know, hey, there's nothing wrong with you. We're all going through stuff and we all need our outlets. And whatever that is, you need to find it and make sure you express those feelings. Don't just leave it bottled up. That's when it gets dangerous.
I agree, because like you, I mean, I went through the vegetable when my mother passed away. I was in W for years, so I know how you feel, because mental health and W helped me too. So I agree, because you don't want to keep it inside, and that's helped me. So I know that's. W is very important, especially I'm still on W myself, but it helps you get through it and improves my show. So I definitely agree with you, my sister.
No, I appreciate that with you even sharing that, because it's moments like that where you have one of two choices. You can fall by the wayside or you can deal with what's going on in front of you. And I think dealing with it helps others to deal with it, which is kind of why I wanted to bring that to people's attention. Again, just to let you know there's nothing wrong.
Absolutely not. I don't agree, because therapy will definitely help you, and if you don't, and if not therapy, people make bad choices. So it's definitely a lifesaver, in my opinion. So.
I'm telling you, and I'm sure it has been for many people.
Especially me,
Yeah, me too, me too. And I, again, so I think please check out Higher. I think people will find something. There's something for everybody on there. I tend to give a little piece of myself, so I have some R&B on there. I have some hard stuff that people, the people that want the 16s, I got some of that for you too. But then I also have vocals that I'm sharing with people with harmonies and, arrangements and melodies. So I think it's just a fun project.
I can't wait to hear it though.
Yeah.
So what inspires you? What gives you inspiration to do what you do every day?
You know what, just my family, wanting to do better, seeing, music has been in my family for so long. I was watching my uncle back in the day on BET. I don't know if you know Classic Example, but they're an old school group, man. Since Maurice Starr, one of his groups, So shout out to my uncle, people like him, just like watching them on BET and big platforms and seeing that, yes, you can do this as a kid from Boston. It's not impossible. There's so many people, New Edition, all the people that we have that, stand 10 toes, those are the people that show you, hey, this is not impossible. You know what I mean? So I use those people for my motivation, because I want somebody to look at me and see the same thing and feel that positive wave and say, hey, I could do what she's doing too, because you can.
You sure can. Yeah. So what are your future plans for the year and for the future down the line?
You know what? I got a couple of things coming up. Shout out to 104.9 FM. We're going to do something with the Snake Charmer and DJ Ron G on, what is it? It's March 30th. Yes, it's going to be called Bars for Breakfast. Bars for breakfast. It is what it sounds like. 10 a.m., we're hitting you with some stuff. It's a bunch of like real MCs. It's just gonna be like a morning cypher.
Okay.
And I'm really excited for that. I think that's gonna be huge. And aside from that, just, doing as many shows as I can, staying busy. I'm 3 songs into a new project, so I'm working on that. Shout out to my man, Maul G. I'm gonna get him on some stuff too. So I'm just excited. I also wanna focus on become the Plug recording company. That's my baby right
Awesome.
now. Yeah, I'm growing that, so that's gonna be very important to me in the near future. Probably the summertime also,
Okay.
I'll be dropping the podcast, Become the Plug podcast. Basically, become the plug. Stop waiting around on people. If you wanna get something done,
Yeah.
do like you did, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta just stop watching and waiting and start being and doing. So that's what it's all gonna be about, and that's the theme I'm rolling with.
Okay,
2024.
so can you tell me more about the record label? How can we audition to be signed to your record label?
I mean, honestly, if you know somebody that's making noise out here, send your material to iyadonna1@gmail.com. We will, see what we got available, see what outlets we have for you, depending on what your talent is. But I'm looking for everybody, singers, songwriters. I'm looking for
Awesome.
producers. I'm looking for everybody. And obviously I'm gonna be my first artist. Hire was put out.
Yeah.
I put Hire out on Become the Plug recording company, and I just want to see it grow from here. And I think with the podcast and having special guests on and stuff like that, all of it's gonna come together. So if you feel like you got the talent and you feel like you're ready to work, please email me. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I got the Iyadonna fan page on there. I have Really Iyadonna. That's on, let's see, Instagram.
Yeah.
I know everybody's doing TikTok right now. It's Iyadonna 2024 on TikTok. Hit me up. I'm out here.
Oh yeah, we need more people like yourself to do this. This is our blessing, So
Yes. I'm so excited, man. Thank you again. I
know.
appreciate that.
I'm so excited on my show, and share some information. So, so what advice can you give artists, that want to be like you? What advice can you give them?
I think the main thing is confidence. You know what I mean? Don't give up, because it's not an easy road. It never is going to be. If it is an easy road, you're probably not doing it right. You know what I mean? So I guess I would say just focus on your craft. You know what I mean? As many events as you can get to them. As many people as you can network with those people. You know what I mean? Everybody can help everybody here. So I think just staying the course is very important. When you're trying to do your music, because everybody's if you haven't noticed, everybody's an artist. So it's like, you have to stand out. You have to do more. You have to stay busy. And I guess that's my best advice, man. Stay close to the people that love and care about you genuinely.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And have you got to meet any famous artists, stars yourself?
Yeah, so I was working with the Zulu Nation a lot.
Oh, wow.
My DJ for a little while when I was living in Harlem was the DJ for the Cold Crush Brothers, which is an old school group, like even before my time, but the respect that man had in Harlem. Shout out to DJ Power. Definitely did shows with all those guys, Africa Bambaataa, all of them. I've done shows with everybody, man. LL Cool J, I've opened up for him. I've opened up for Jay-Z. I've done the summer jams. I've done a lot of shows back in the day. I mean, honestly, there's not too many people who I haven't blessed the stage with, man.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, this one will have you on my show. We're going to take a quick break, and then come back. We're going to have you perform your song show.
Oh, let's go.
And I can't wait. God bless you, my sister.
Let's go.
Let's make it happen.
Thank you, Jay. Appreciate it.
I appreciate you, my sister.
What's more dangerous? A man who isn't afraid of death, or one who's found everything to live for? I asked him if he was proud of me. He emphatically said yes, as he laid his pecan-colored head on my chest, and I went through my mind 1,000 times to figure out what that could possibly mean, and every single example ended in motivation for me. So you may not be afraid to die, but I'm more afraid to let them down. And I found something to live for, which is a dangerous motive forever fueled. See, your thoughts may be involuntary, but my actions are very calculated. I was a man with a plan, but now I'm a dad with a decree, and you can't take that from me. My sons ain't raised by no coward, and they won't be one either. If this be the measure of a man, the yardstick gon' need way more meters. I take it too far, so they never come up short, because I found everything to live for.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depression stuff. That's what white people think. You all right?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
Is it time yet?
It's time.
Come start time for dinner.
Oh, terrific.
Pasta dinner.
Donating pet food is one of the many ways you can help families in your community. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
We all know what it's like to feel alone. But it just takes one new connection.
Want to get out of here?
To empower many.
This is unbelievable.
It doesn't take a superhero to bring forces together. We all have the power to reach out
Let's go!
and help someone feel like they belong.
Pretty cool, huh?
We are stronger together.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my show, the Jayman Show, and we have a wonderful guest, Iyadonna, singing her song. So, and thank you, my viewers, watching my show. Please check out Iyadonna, and I thank you for the half for checking out my show tonight and viewing in tonight to the Jayman Show. It's a blessing to have you here. I want to thank you for coming on my show, for tuning in tonight, and take care, Iyadonna. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Jay.
bless you. Peace out.
Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Uh-huh. Yeah. 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 If I held you back, at least I held you close. I was still right there, you was doing the most. But now this line in the sand, that's all that she wrote. And it's like cutting ties, it's cutting my throat. I don't want to miss something that's a gift, chasing after this, when I should just let it go. And I don't want to hit, knowing that's just it, cause I'll be in my fields. And everybody knows when it rains, it snows. I suppose, guess that's what I chose, living on the East Coast. Sometimes I wanna go and just leave it all alone, but problems are just follow and swallow your people whole. I need to deal and stay down 10 toes, stand tall. If they stand down, then stand alone. Pardon my tone, but I am in my zone, and if you ain't on board, I hope at least you float. Am I missing what's important? Should've listened when I spoke. Still I stand on my decisions, heart was in it when I wrote. I guess so, cause on extramentals, it's dope. So don't go fix what ain't broke. Yeah. And everybody say, now everybody say, yeah, I need some therapy. If I held you up, at least I held you down. I was still right there, you was dealing with clowns. It's deeper than you think. I think you're ready now to feel complete. I'm just trying to show you how. So cry later, laugh now. I know you see me downtown and tried to act out, but I'm not taking that route. I might have to back down. I'm good for saying things that's hella hurtful. I got a couple things to work through. Hood, Suge, Avery, color purple. Sometimes the one you love's the one to hurt you. Vicious circle. I see it in your eyes, you got some things to work through. Trust me when I say that there's internal. Who do you turn to? Why would a beautiful smile be toned down by the harsh realities of a town that's full of doubt? Forget the stressing out. When the world is yours to have, give it everything you got. It's like calculated math. Life stings and it stabs. It rings in your ears. It'll bring you to tears just to bring you a bag. But the things that you want become the things that you have. I don't ask. I'm here to snatch everything and grasp. It's time to relax and show everything you mask. One day we'll sit and laugh. I think I'm up to the task. I guess so, cause on extramentals, it's dope. So don't go fix what ain't broke. And everybody say, yeah, everybody say, I need some therapy. It ain't about the rings or the cars, cause the things that you are, we really never ever see. When they think you're a star, do you think that you are? This is 808 therapy. Rings or the cars, cause of the things that you are, we really never ever see. When they think you're a star, do you think that you are? This is 808 therapy. Yeah. Higher EP now available. It's on all streaming platforms. Okay? Shout out to Jayman. BNN, I see you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Boston, stand up. Let's go higher. Yeah. 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 Uh-huh. Yeah. 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 Yo, that's on God. Huh. That's on God. 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 Yeah, 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 yeah. Man, I forget sometimes. The mind plays tricks sometimes. It'll make you sick sometimes. It's hard to admit sometimes. I want to give in sometimes, but that's when I dig in sometimes. It's hard to begin sometimes, but I bet you win sometimes. I'ma make a hit this time. Yeah, I'ma be equipped this time. They want me to spit something right. They want me to spit something right. Put it in your system, right? Then put it in your system, right? Who gonna be the victor tonight? Cause I'm taking all numbers and I'm taking all names. I'm baking these people, everything is all flame. I bet they talk game, but I see they all lanes. When I put it in gear, I'ma proceed in all lanes. If Abel killed Cain, would it be the same way? The fake got you drained, heaven's sakes. Cause these people ain't as real as they say, by the way. Now turn to your neighbor, let us pray. Hey, hey. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. That's on God. 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 Yeah, 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 yeah. It's time to make them stand on that. It's time to put my stamp on that. And you know I can't go back. I think you know I can't go back. I'm only looking forward, it's a rap. Good luck for you if you rap. Cause shorty, it's a rap. I'm trying to tell you, get another job. Cause baby, I go off. Ain't nothing soft. Oh, you thought you got away, but you lost. Yeah, the awakening's upon. Ring the alarm. Pardon my back, but I'm gone. People don't deserve my respect at all, so I look to the Lord. I don't need a best friend. I'm good on my own. Everything is destined. Let us pray. For real, let us pray for the weak. And I'm telling people now, when you see me, don't speak. I go higher, harder, stronger, longer. I ain't fixing shit. Why bother? Pardon my back. These people in the way. Turn to your neighbor and say, let us pray. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's on God. 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 Let's go.
Oh, wow, my wonderful sister. That was a wonderful show. God bless you.
My boy.
Oh,
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I
man.
appreciate you.
I'm hype on here.
I can tell you are. You're definitely a star. I'm going to make it, you know. And
Appreciate that.
Yeah, so this is a wonderful show, you know, and your song really inspired me, you know. So.
Thank you. I enjoyed myself. I really did.
And just so I'm sure you also inspire my viewers that they're watching, you know. So.
Yeah, shout out to everybody viewing this show right now. Go download Higher. Make sure you tune into all these shows that come up. The Jayman show is always popping. He always got new guests. So make sure you keep your ear to the streets.
Absolutely. And once again, I want to thank you, Iyadonna, for coming on the show tonight. You know, it's a blessing to have you. And I can't wait to hear about this record label. It's going to be awesome. And
Thank you for your support.
absolutely, I said thank you for supporting my show. And
Thank you again,
yeah,
Jay.
and I appreciate you people for watching, tuning in tonight. You know, it's a blessing to have you on my show. And so glad to have you all viewing. We appreciate you. Peace out. Stay safe. Yeah, so this is awesome, you know.
It was.